Welcome to my channel, y'all. I'm so glad you're here. So this video is going to be all about what I personally do in the mornings to keep our house clean and going without feeling like I'm overwhelmed or have too much to do on any given day. So right now, I'm just kind of showing some images on the screen of what my house looks like this morning. This is really typical. So at this point in my day, I have gone and worked out. I have made kid lunches and breakfast and got the kids ready and out the door for school. And now it's time just to wake up our house and get it going too. So I'm going to take you along with me and just share my rhythm for mornings when I'm tidying. And so this looks different on days when I'm going to do a deep clean. I don't necessarily do this kind of tidy up in the morning, but most mornings this is what I do. And it's because I don't like to have to do large cleaning days where I have to spend a whole lot of time on any one day of the week and clean. So this is what I do. It takes me about 20 minutes and I just run through my house and clean these areas. So let me show you what I do, and hopefully it will encourage you and maybe give you some good ideas and just maybe some solutions on how you can keep your house clean with little effort, y'all, just not too much at any given time. So hopefully taking the stress out of keeping your house clean. So let's get right into it. Okay, so my first step when I'm doing these morning refreshes of our home is I hit the main areas that we just spend the most time in, because that's where your house gets dirtiest the fastest in my experience. So this is our living room and we hang out here pretty much every evening. Sometimes we watch a movie, sometimes we play a board game. We're just in this space a lot, and there's typically snacks involved. I've got 4 children, so you can imagine there's often popcorn or Cheez-Its or something going on in this room. So when I'm doing my morning clean throughs, I definitely get the vacuum out and just vacuum this space pretty quickly and make sure the surfaces are clean. Okay, the next area I hit up is our kitchen. It's the heart of our home. It definitely gets the messiest, fastest, like of any of our rooms in our house. It's the kitchen that gets dirty and grimy the quickest. So I always straighten this up every morning, and typically I do something in the evening too. It just kind of depends on what activities we have in the evenings. But this particular day, last night, we had ran the dishwasher, but there were still dishes that were not in the dishwasher. So I'm going to go ahead and unload the dishwasher and then load it back up. And that's a pretty regular rhythm for us. We go through a lot of dishes just because we eat most of our meals at home. So I definitely think that keeping your dishes under control is a good way to feel on top of it when you're cleaning your home. And so there is really not a day that I don't do at least some form of dish duty, is what I lovingly refer to it. But I really use my dishwasher a lot. I'm very thankful to have it. I think that really helps with the workload. And so I run our dishwasher, if not every day, at least every other day. But yeah, once that's been going and the dishes are clean, I feel like I'm halfway to a clean house. So I just wanted to share a good recipe idea that was just shared with me from another mom that's has a son on the same baseball team as my kiddo, and it was we had it last night, and it was a hit. All of my kids ate it, and I just feel like that's a really good win, especially when you're busy. And it only got a few dishes dirty. So what we had was I bought frozen meatballs, and I just got them at Walmart. They have some that are like all beef, which is my preference. So I got a package of frozen meatballs and then just a jar of spaghetti sauce. And I simmered that just in one pot for probably 30 minutes or so. And then I served it on toasted hoagie buns with a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top. So it's kind of like, I guess, meatball subs. My husband was telling me, he said, I just used to eat these all the time at Subway. So kind of a nod to a meatball sub from like a sub sandwich shop. But that's what we had last night for dinner, and they were so good and so easy. So if you are thinking about needing a quick and easy meal idea, you should definitely try that. If you kind of like, it's kind of has the same flavors of like spaghetti. My daughter said it kind of tasted like pizza. So if that fits your flavor palette and you like dinners like that, this is definitely a good one to do. But last night we had a gymnastics class for my daughter, and then we had a baseball game for our son. So we were out the door at 5 and did not get back home until 10 p.m. last night. And so it was just a kind of long night. And so I'm extra tired this morning and just trying to kind of push through to get this house clean and ready to go. But as far as easy, like one pot dinners, I thought that was a good one, and it will definitely get added to our rotation. Maybe not every week, but I definitely think we'll start eating those sub sandwiches at least once a month or so because, yeah, they were good and easy. Okay, moving on to the next area that I try to tackle in the mornings when I'm just getting our house ready to go is I do a load of laundry. This is really the only method I have found that makes me feel like I'm caught up on laundry. Just because we're a family of 6, we go through a lot of clothes. And so I try to do a load every day. And at this point, I had started this load last night. And I don't have a problem when I do a load of laundry at night, switching it over in the morning. I know some people might get like a mildew issue, but I haven't noticed that. So anyways, it's pretty often that I will start a load at night and then wait till the morning when I'm up and going to switch it over. But that's what I'm doing here. And I have probably 3 baskets worth of laundry in our bedroom that needs to get sorted and put away. And I'm definitely going to tackle that at some point, but it's probably not going to be this morning just because I want to finish my like normal rhythm and kind of just deal with that at a later time. But yeah, try doing a load of laundry one day or one load of laundry every day of the week if you are feeling overwhelmed with laundry, and see if that kind of rhythm helps you too. All right, the last step on my morning routine list, just to keep our house clean and just easy to keep clean, is making the beds in our home. My kiddos are pretty good about making their own beds, which I am really grateful for. We started that habit with them when they were really little, so they enjoy a made bed too. So everybody's pretty good about making their own bed. I make our bed, I would say, every day. There's very few days that I forget to make the bed. Sometimes my husband does it too. So just one of us will always make the bed just because it makes our room feel so much better. So you'll see me make the bed here. And then when I'm done with this, I'm just going to do a quick wipe down of our bathroom counters and just make sure like the things that we use to get ready in the morning are put away. That's a very low effort way to keep your bathroom feeling clean, just kind of putting things away in their spot, kind of clearing the counters a little bit. So I like to do that. Okay, you guys, this video is going to wrap up here. I hope that you've enjoyed these tips and maybe they've given you some good ideas on how you can incorporate a rhythm to your mornings, just so it's easier to keep your house clean. This rhythm takes me about 20 minutes, and so that works out pretty well for me on my schedule. And I hope you enjoyed it and maybe got some good tips, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.